Here we go. It's still there. Yeah.
Morning, y'all. We got some of the blue stuff going on up there. So last day on the ship. We port tomorrow morning, so it's also James's last day of training. Let's try and get those hands up in the air, laying that shaft down. Might do a bit of grip, might not. The trouble you've got to kind of balance a bit, obviously with this kind of lesson, is that he needs to be able to play golf at the end of it. So where I'm keen obviously to try and help him as much as possible, I'm also keen that he can play golf on a golf course and not have to think about a million facts. Let's get the breakfast first. Morning, James.
Morning.
Feeling fresh?
Very.
Oh, good man. He can handle his rum and cokes or whatever you can. Shall we see how you're hitting? We're going to go and measure soon as well. We're just doing a bit of filming with the Kunar gang, but let's see where you're at. Some practice swings I'm seeing are looking pretty good. Backswing, show me where you're trying to get. Yeah, and then downswing, where are we trying to get?
Trying to drop.
Love it. Yeah. Very good. And you're actually looking like you can make some connections with that, you know, as his strikes are happening a little bit.
Yeah, no, I'm happy with that. A lot happier, yeah.
So you feel like if we were going to, like, if we were just about to go out and play,
yeah,
you would put this on the
I'd
course?
put it on the course,
you wouldn't run back to your other technique, because that's always the danger, isn't it? I don't think you will, because I think...
No, I'm committed to this now. You know, it's going to take a bit of, you know, I'm not going to go and hit 10 out of 10 shots probably, but I might get 5. And we'll see, and then we'll progress.
I don't think you ever hit 10 out of 10 shots.
No, exactly, no.
The other technique.
I never have.
I just think the good ones with these will be higher, longer, and you'll start even seeing some draws, because we've seen the club pass.
Yeah, we did see it in the simulator yesterday. It started, and I've never hit a draw in my life. So
top of your backswing and stop, James. Just show me or tell me and the guys and girls watching, what are you feeling? So up to the top and stop. You have to feel like you're really tucking this in.
Yeah, so I'm trying to rotate the shoulder.
Yeah, but I don't want it, remember, I don't want it tucked in.
No, you want it up here.
Yeah, I want it tucked in more this way. And then downswing, We're measuring. Back to the measurements, James. He's actually hitting my club as well. Because we're doing a little experiment with clubs. This is an interesting one. When it comes to feeling different with that club or not, what does it feel? Now this isn't a Titleist plug, this is more that I've got James hitting a club. So my 7-iron has a different loft and feel to his 7-iron. His 7-iron is marketed at him, his 7-iron isn't. And I'm just kind of challenging that idea a little bit, which we'll talk about in a second. How does it feel?
Feels fine, actually, yeah.
Does it feel easier, harder to hit, or you can't tell?
At the moment, I'm not really noticing a huge difference.
Yeah. More lay down on the downswing there, James. Because James is still thinking, trying to rotate trail shoulder. He gets a bit lost on that on the backswing. I got more emphasis on that downswing now, really pushing that lie angle delivery, because that's where he's going to make his biggest gains, I feel. When you do the backswing a little bit, James, if you address one, which is why I didn't do this day one, you tend to just pick the club up. So if you start coming back slowly, stay there. So he stops turning his body, just picks the club up, and then everything gets a little bit this side of him. When he thinks only of the downswing, or I would say like 90% downswing, 10% backswing talk that we've done, it all blends much better. And that's always the trick with coaching and with the student. It's about, so I give James phrases, ideas, and then it's up to him to manage them. So do you use all 3 of them? Do you use 1 of them? Do you use 2 of them? Do you use different combinations? That's your discovery, not mine. Because some months you'll want to just think backswing and that makes you hit the ball better, and then it start going bad, and then the next month you think, oh, I'm going to think backswing, downswing. you're going to manage the phrases, the ideas that I've given you to get the best out of you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You don't need to be doing them all of the time, all of them all the time, and sometimes you do. You just got to get the best shots out.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Clean that one. Come and have a look then, James. So lie angle today, 3.1 degrees towed down, 6055012. So it's dancing around.
Yeah, it's a bit.
So it's dancing around zeros, maxing out at 6.
Yeah, which is too much.
But it is too much, but I'm positive that you've got 1s, 2s and 0s in there as well.
Yeah, no, definitely.
It's just finding them more often.
Yeah, it's a big difference.
Now this one is an interesting one, right, with ball data. So this is your club here. You're spinning at 3,000, peak heighting at 11 yards, so you're low hitting. Your furthest hit is 145 yards with your Mizuno game improvement clubs.
Yeah.
Okay, which is kind of aimed at your level of play. So many people say, you know, I'm off 18, I should use game improvement.
Yeah, yeah.
So you've just hit a series of shots with my blade, and you're averaging 128. Your longest hit is 140, so you're only 4 yards shorter than your longest hit with your clubs.
Yeah.
You're now peak heighting around 16, highest hit 20 yards in the air. With the other clubs, 15 was your highest hit.
Interesting.
Well, this is where I think the markers get a hold of you guys and just spin you all out.
Yeah.
And then I also see reviews do it as well. You're a low player, you hit them quite low.
I didn't realise that, by the way.
Yeah, lots of
I
people
obviously
don't realise if they're high or low hitters. You then don't spin the ball very much.
No. Yeah,
Okay,
3,000.
so really low spinning for a 6 iron or 7
Seven.
iron, sorry, 7 iron.
Yeah.
So basically, low spinning, low launch, you're hitting 7 irons 150 because they're rolling on, but that's no good when you've got to go over a bunker and get the thing to stop, which is, you've kind of hinted at in some of our conversations.
Yeah.
Now, the lofts on these two clubs aren't the same, which is why you're getting higher lofted shots with my club over yours.
Yeah.
But you're getting an average distance which is 128 to 112 with yours, subject to miss hits. And you're only 4 yards difference on flight. So I would say the added loft is actually giving you more distance.
Yeah. Yeah. Could be. Well, probably is.
Because it's sending it up in the air. It's like you're firing your hose really low with not much power. So what happens is the water just drops earlier. I'm saying same power. We're not really changing the power. But if we launch the hose up a bit more, it'll reach the end of the garden.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes
if I've got
perfect
a
sense,
hose and I've got the same pressure going through it, if I want it to go further, there's a point of launch that I go past, it goes shorter, and if I go lower, it goes shorter again.
Yeah.
You've got to find that optimum for distance.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's always the danger, I think, with game improvement clubs. When it comes to off-centre hits, you're so off-centre or you're good, I can't see any difference.
No. And I didn't feel any more, you know.
Like the other one was helping you than
difficult.
another. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I agree. And I don't feel it. So how like amateur golfers feel it, I think they read the marketing and believe it. But you're still quite low spinning. 4-4 was your highest spin with my bladed club, and then you were 4-4 with yours as well. We are trying with the driver. Oh yeah, go on. Let's do this on camera. First drive.
Could go anywhere.
Machine's been moved out of the way. Yeah, that was pretty Zorro at the top as you tried to work out what direction.
I don't even know what I did then.
Let's do some more. It's so important when you're practicing new ideas that you practice it with different lofts, different lengths, because it does. That was a better effort. It went right, didn't it?
Yeah, it's good.
Better contact though. It just throws you at the start, like, because you just feel so out there with it.
Here we go. It's still there. Yeah.
We're doing dance class. James is getting a lesson. This boy can move. You watch him.
Jump on the sentence slow. Slow? Go back. Let's do one more basic.
Right, outside on the back deck, look, we got James. We're doing a bit of filming about here, the boys are. That ballroom dancing was interesting because for me, I was the student then, and it's all the same kind of feelings that James is having. So, and it'll be interesting how he does it tomorrow or copes with it tomorrow. So if I get the steps wrong, I feel silly, and I also feel like I'm letting the person who's telling me what to do, which sounds so basic, down as well. Which is obviously what James feels when I'm telling him what to do, he knows what to do and then just can't do it. And I think they're feelings that you all struggle with so much when you're trying to learn. It's about how you deal with those feelings, which makes the really skilled learners learn quicker, using that frustration and energy to just practice more or practice harder or practice smarter, rather than letting it, there are some quite big guts out here, rather than just letting it kind of get on top of you and bringing you down, which I do see happen with some students. He's in the jacuzzi and it's very windy. Nearly packed up. We hit the course tomorrow, and I'm kind of honestly excited about seeing how James is going to get on. Like, it's going to be a lot of fun. Time for some more lovely food, I think, though. Last evening on the ship. Let's have a fun one. A lot of fun. Casino done. Going to bed. Early rise tomorrow. Post comments. How do you reckon he's going to do on the course? Will he? Can he? Really? We're going to find out.